What up, it's your Timus here. Since I'm doing my reviews for Kevin Smith films because of Clerks 3, here's my review for his 2011 film, Red State. Now, Red State, was actually Kevin Smith's first ever horror film he ever did, came out all the way back in 2011 on October 19th, 2011, and stars Micah Giarino, Kyle Gallner, and Nicholas Braun. Of course, best known for Sky High fame. Gallner was just in the recent Scream, and Nicholas Braun is on Succession. So here they end up that now they might actually hook up with this woman named Adeline. The promise of, but of course, instead they find themselves much more than they bargained for when they find themselves in the hands of Abbott Cooper, played by the late great Tusk star Mike Parks, who is this lunatic preacher who spews so much hatred that even neo-Nazis stay away from. And Cooper ends up, and the Cooper character, and Cooper pretty much means to kill the trio for their sins, prompting like a desperate bid for escape here, because he wants to get them away from their sins, because this is a little bit of a religious horror based film. And so yeah, this is not my favorite. Like, if I have to say, this is probably his weakest movie in my opinion, but it is a really cool horror flick. You do got Melissa Leo, who's also in this, who is really terrific. You even got John Goodman, who plays like the special agent here, and seeing Goodman in a horror film like this is really intriguing. You also had Ralph Garman, from Family Guy fame, popping up in this. James Parks, Stephen Root. You even had Alexa Nichols also pop up in this, who you might remember from Zoe 101 fame. You even had Kevin Smith's real life wife, Jennifer Shawaba Smith, also pop up in this. It was cool to see her here. This movie gets really crazy. Gets very it gets very intense. It gets very bloody as well. This movie is just such a very intense joyride with great performances by the cast. Seeing what Kevin Smith could do in with the horror genre, which of course he would go on to do Tusk, about 2 years after. Seeing what he could do with the horror genre is really intriguing to see. And he's also doing another horror film coming out as well, which I forgot the name of it. Killjoy something. I can't remember the name of that. But he's done really good in the horror genre, and Red State is one of them. Like I said, it's not a great film in my opinion. It's like maybe his weakest movie in my opinion too. But it is a really interesting film checking out. It is a horror movie about religion. Gets really violent. This movie even does feel like it could be Kevin Smith's like Tarantino s type stuff, and it is a really intriguing film if you guys ever seen that. And it made some pretty good dough. Like, it only made like 1.8 million for a film like this, so not bad there too. So yeah, if you guys have never really seen Red State, do yourself a favor. One of the most creepiest Kevin Smith movies you'll ever see. So yeah, movies like this makes you really be careful to what you do online. So yeah, and the cinematography is also cool. This thing just gets really very intense, but a little predictable, but still disturbing all at once. Definitely give this one a go if you guys haven't seen that. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen the movie Red State? If so, what's over? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simmer signing out.